Hey guys, welcome back to part 4 of what is Naruto, was voiced by Kuruma. So yeah, this one is just going to be a training lesson with the Kuruma, and the next light goal is going to be 25. As you guys just hit it, so I'm going to make what I can. Also, we're at 99 subscribers. Like, damn, one more subscriber, and we have 100, and then you're gonna get that special episode which I've decided to change. I mean, like, new Whatif. It's gonna be, what if Naruto was part Uzumaki, part Senju, part Uchiha, and here's the change. Also, he's part Hyuga. So I don't know how I'm gonna add that in, so I think maybe he'll... Actually, I'm not gonna spoil any of that. Okay, so back to this. So, now Naruto is standing in the field, training, as last night, the night before, Kurama said, go to a training field and when I wake up, we're gonna train. So Naruto does this, and then all of a sudden he hears, hey kid, you ready? And Naruto says, finally, what took you so long? And Kurama said, kid, I'm gonna train you hard today, I need my rest. And they both start laughing. So, Naruto explains to Kurama that the Sage of Six Paths did give him some of his chakra. But not Naruto, him. And now, Kurama developed this into like a sage technique. As he explained, so he's explained sagehood and all that to Naruto. And Naruto's like, whoa, the toad one sounds really powerful. But so does the snake. And I was like, not snake, dragon. As that can like morph the train, now Kurama starts smiling and says, yeah, but I make my own. And he starts giggling. And he says, what? He said, yeah, you've used it before. Remember when that real tail shot out of you and stabbed him? And he's like, oh yeah. And you're wondering, that happened last episode. He's like, oh yeah, wait a minute, that was you. He said, no, that was the Sage mode when I accidentally activated it. And then since I activated it, and I'll share my trick with you at the same time, you activated it at the same time as well. And then that shot out and stabbed him as I was using it. And he says, wow, so what are you going to call it? And he said, I'm going to call it Fox Sage mode. And then he says, what are the abilities? He said, like that, you can like partly transform into a fox, like not a full fox, but you have 9 tails as it's like my style. But also there's downsides for training. When we're practicing it, just like the toad one, if you use too much of the chakra, you're going to turn into a toad. This one, you're going to turn into a small, like, human-sized fox with 9 tails. And you lose your mind, you become a mindless demon. Now, as he thinks about this, he says, it's worth the risk. And he also says, you know how you wanted the Sage ability to be able to hit the toad one, they would like surround your body and send stuff. And the snake one might edit terrain, like all that. I'm saying edit because I'm too lazy to say mould. And also says, yeah, it says, well, that's the abilities this has as well as some others. Like the tail it increases your sensory abilities far greater. And also, there's another ability, I'm not sure about, but I think you can use it. He says, okay, sweet. So to start training, unlike the other Sage modes, Naruto doesn't need to hold completely still, as Kuroma's helping him with this part. But then Naruto gets angry saying, hey, I'm not always going to have you on to help me. What if you're sleeping? I want to do this on my own. Kurama says, okay, sure. And he's doing it, and after like an hour and a half, he says, this is taking too long. And then he says, wait a minute, the shadow clones. And using Kuroma's chakra, he made about 5,000 shadow clones. He says, okay, let's all do this, and they all start concentrating. And then much quicker they start getting results. But it's like the Toad one, his first one wasn't complete, so instead of like getting, by the way, remember it's the Sage mode Naruto has and then the Kurama eyes. Like the one where you got against Nagato, which I had a picture in it of it just in case. Yeah, that's the Sage mode he's gonna have. Yeah, that'll be what his Sage mode looks like, but instead of the green stuff around the side, it'll be black. Not green, orange stuff around the sides, it'll be black. Yeah, but also, the incomplete one adds all fur down the side of his face, which Naruto doesn't like, but he also finds it a bit comforting saying, "Hey, I'm looking more and more like your son," which says to Kurama, which makes Kurama not blush, but he shocks him a little bit. And he loses his word for excuse and says, "Okay, back to training." And Naruto starts laughing. Okay, so after this, Naruto says, "God damn it," and he loses concentration and sucks in a lot of energy. And all of a sudden, his clones on him their bones start cracking, and their bodies mould into like that of a fox. And Kurama says, "Kid, enough," and he uses his chakra to interrupt it. And then after this, the clones appear, but they all were doing it, so now he's got a lot better all of a sudden. He says, "Okay, I'm going to try it again." And he makes 5,000 more clones using his chakra this time. He just got run over with the nature energy. Like all just got sent inside him, so he used that to make clones this time. And after doing it, not one of the clones, but Naruto suddenly enters perfect Fox Sage mode, and all of a sudden, time stops all of a sudden. He's like, "Wait a minute, time stopped," and all of a sudden he feels his chakra draining suddenly, and he decides, "Okay, what am I doing?" And he realises he sent a lot of chakra to his eye, and he takes it away, and time moves along. And Kurama noticing how Naruto's chakra's just been disrupted. It's like, "Oh, I guess you found one of the other abilities, huh?" He says, "Yeah, you could have told me I could stop time." He said, "I don't know it." He said, I just know there's other abilities." He said, "Wait a minute, you can stop time." He's like, Naruto says, "Yeah, I thought you knew." He says, "Wait a minute." He says, "A brand new Sage mode." As Naruto not being super smart, he just thought Kurama picked this up from somewhere and put his own intuition. He said, put his own twist on it. And Kurama says, "Yeah, I thought I said that." And Naruto getting shocked but happy at the same time says, "Cool." And he looks at his hands, and he's like, "Whoa, I have claws." And then he realises his body starts cracking. He's like, "Oh no, am I losing control?" But he's realising, "Wait, this doesn't hurt." And all of a sudden, 9 tails pop out of his back. He's like, "Whoa," and he's like, it looks like you've found the tail ability again. And Naruto realises, "Wait a minute, I can feel them." And these tails look like Kaneki's from Tokyo Ghouls, but he has 9 of them instead of 4. He's like, "Whoa," and he starts moving around. He's like, "Wait a minute." And he shoots them out and they all extend. He's like, "Whoa." So I guess they're not that powerful. He says, "Naruto, they're pure chakra. They're just like the Ouija bomb, except that you can control them perfectly." He says, "Really?" And he slashes them out of one of them and it splits in 2. He says, "Whoa." And Kurama says, "I'm not going to say don't use this like my power, like the KCM2, but be careful who you use it on and don't use all the abilities." And he says, "Yeah, sure." And then he's like, "Okay, well, what's all this chakra on from my body?" And Kurama explains, "That's the nature energy I told you about earlier, but I put a twist on it. It's like my chakra, it's overwhelming, but it feels evil, but it isn't. That's just its pure power, which scares people." And Naruto said, "Well, cool, what can I do with it?" And he says, "Okay, try make a Sengan, but using the nature energy, but try using the same amount of chakra you would use." And he does that, and all of a sudden he creates a huge Odama Sengan, but not like a normal sized one. It's like 100 times bigger. It looks like the moon, but thankfully he's in a secluded location. They put a mark on when he was travelling with Kakashi on a mission, so no one saw it. It's like, whoa, oh my god. And Kurama starts laughing like, that was a bit more powerful than I expected, but it's good. Now he says, use the smallest amount of chakra you can of the nature energy, and Naruto says, sure. And that creates a normal size of Dama Rasengan, like the one we see him fight against the Nantos in the original. He says, whoa. And then Kurama says, okay, create a Rasengan, but don't use any of your chakra, and try not to use any of the Sage. So So try and then not using the other one. He says, that's impossible. He said, just do it. He does it. And he creates like a shoot. Like the one he created on Dry, I was training up first. The one he used to touch you when he first like fought him and chipped him. Like it's bigger than the Rasengan, but it's not as huge as the Whatif. It's like size of a pumped up football. Yeah, that's what he says. Wow. Now Kuruma says, now that you're using it, try to make it smaller. He does that. He's like, I don't even feel any chakra drain from this. I don't even feel me using any chakra. He's like, yeah, that's the power. He says, well, this is cool. And then he looks in the mirror and sees his eyes, but then he realises, wait a minute. And he focuses on chakra in his eyes, but not as much as the tab stuff, and realising, I can see you blue stuff in me. He's like, I guess you can see chakra. And then he's like, whoa, that's cool. And then he decides, okay. And he's like, wait a minute, how do I pick these tails away? And then now Kuruma says, imagine you sucking up all the chakra around you. And he does that, and the tails shoot back in. Okay, he's like, okay, we got that under wraps, and I guess the abilities are going to come back later. And he says, okay, and then Kuruma says, okay, get rid of the shadow clones. Because Naruto can't control the mode, he can just turn it off. He turns it off, but the other shadow clones, without Naruto noticing, while he was using the power of the Fox Sage mode, they turned into the perfected one as well. And then he unusing it, he realises, wait a minute, so that's how you do it. And then Kuruma says, what? And then Naruto focuses, and all of a sudden, he gets blacked out running around his eyes and he opens them, and he's back in the Sage mode. Kuruma says, you mastered it already, I can barely do it. And Naruto and Kuruma link, like they link their chakra, and they like, Naruto sort of teaches it to him, and so Kuruma says, well, whoa, and all of that stuff. And after that, he says, okay, back to training. And then Kuruma says, I want to make my own jutsu. Not that. Now, Kuruma doesn't say it, Naruto does. He says, I want to make my own jutsu. This shocks Kuruma, saying, okay, that's new. And Naruto explains why he wants to do it, saying, I don't want everyone to know what I'm about to do. I want a surprise. Once that does, I'm about to drink water. Okay, yeah, back to it. He says, I don't want everyone to know what I'm about to do. He says, okay, what jutsu do you want to make? And Naruto says, I don't know. And then Kuruma just says, okay, try making a steady flame. And Naruto says, what? He said, if you concentrate your fire style, no one really knows this, but you can just make a normal flame. He does this, he concentrates his chakra, but tips the fire thing in it, and a flame appears in his hands. And he does this for all the other elements and realises, wait, I don't even need the air push to do it. He says, this takes a lot of chakra to create water, but yeah, I guess you don't need to use the water in the air. Well, that's a lot better, there's a lot more water, and it's a lot quicker to use. And he says, okay, cool. And now Kuruma said, wait a minute. Naruto, did you use any hand signs to create that? Because he was not really paying attention, as you need the basic 2 fingers what Naruto does. You need 2 of them though to concentrate your chakra. And Naruto says, no. And he thinks, wait a minute, he doesn't need hand signs. And he's like, oh my, he's like, Naruto, try use a fireball, but don't use any hand signs. He says, okay, that's stupid. And he concentrates the chakra on, kicks a fireball without any hand signs. And Naruto says, whoa, but then he drops all of a sudden, he's like, my chakra's gone. And Kuruma realises what the Sage 6 Path did. He decided he let Naruto use jutsu without hand signs, but it caused a huge strain on his chakra. So Kuruma sends chakra to him, which replenishes his, which replenishes Naruto's. Naruto says thanks, and everything like, okay. Then he says, okay, how about we don't make a new one just yet? How about we develop some jutsu, He says, how? He says, create a Rasengan, he says, and Naruto does it. And he says, add fire nature to it, and all of a sudden, the Rasengan turns like red and has flames around it. And he says, cool. And he slams it into a tree, and the tree burns up in a huge explosion, ensues. And then he adds the lightning nature, which Naruto realises, wait a minute, this one isn't really attached to my hand. And he chucks it as hard as he can, and he chucks it out. Whoa, that moves really fast. I just move like at lightning speed. And then he's like, oh, it's disappeared. And he starts walking off, and all of a sudden, it hits a tree. It's like, I just had a vanishing with Sengar. And then he was like, yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. And then he's like, okay. And then he's like, tries connecting the actual Rasengan to his hand with lightning style, and he does it, he hits it, and he realising it's like the Rasen Sharingan but not as powerful. It's sending little needles. Then he does it with Earth style, which creates like a weird muddy Rasengan. But when he uses it, the ground starts to shift and change. And also when he hits something with it, I don't even know how to say it, it's just like it moulds the insides to whatever Naruto wants. Then he does water style, which, believe it or not, is very powerful. Instead of having a small power here, like such a shotgun, this one's like a slice. It's super sharp. Okay, so I've done fire, water, earth, and lightning, and the wind style. Wait a minute, then Naruto adds a wind style. I forgot what Rasengan is on a wind style jutsu. It's just pure chakra. Naruto adds wind style. Like when he was training with Kakashi, it becomes white with all like little blades on it, but not the Rasen Sharingan yet. He does that, and then he's like, whoa, this is like a powered up Rasengan. And he slams it into the sink, and it causes a huge, and I mean huge explosion. But not as big as the Rasen Sharingan. Actually, bigger, but it doesn't have all the spinning. It's more like a directed explosion. Then he says, wow, that's cool. Then he says, but, wait a minute. Why don't I just merge my natures together? And this shocks Kuruma like, what? And then Kuruma realising what he does, he's like, that's actually a really good idea. As he starts merging his wood and fire style, he gets like breeze, like a warm breeze, but there's like little, it's like, it ain't fire, but it's a green wind, like, not a green one, like orangey red wind you can see. And Naruto touches it, and all of a sudden his hand starts melting, like, not burning, melting, like it's been encased in acid. And Kurama heals this, but Naruto's lost like 3 fingers, but they've regrown. It's like, what? Naruto's like, okay, I'm gonna leave that there, I don't wanna melt people. I'm not gonna do anything else. He's like, he's like, I don't really like the blueness of the lightning style. He says, it stands out a bit too much, don't you think? Especially when it was night. And then Kuma says agreed, and Naruto starts going through chakra, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna add, I don't even know what to say. He starts moulding it, and he's focusing as hard as he can. And all of a sudden there's a purple spark in his hand. It's like, whoa, and he increases the power he uses, and this time, instead of Kakashi into purple lightning, Naruto does. He's like, cool. And then he asks Kurama, wait a minute, what was my dad called? That was a nickname. He said, he was called the Yellow Flash. And Naruto says, cool. And he starts moulding more chakra, and this time he realising it's really fast. Yeah, and there's yellow lightning in his hand, but it's a lot faster than any of the other lightning. It's like, cool, and he attempts to shoot it out like a blast, and he does, but not like a key blast, like a lightning bolt, and it just shoots through trees, but it's very concentrated. Anyway, after this, he decides, Kurama, I think I need to tell you something, it's very important. He says, yeah, he says, my favourite colour, and Naruto says, my favourite colour is red. And this shocks Kurama, like, why? He says, because your eyes. And this makes Kurama blush for the first time. Not like, he's not into Naruto, he's just a bit shocked. And then he's like, okay. And he starts using a bit of Kurama's chakra, and then the lightning turns red. But this is like really powerful, it's more powerful than blue lightning. And then Kurama says, okay, use a bit of my chakra, use the yin side. Not the yin, the yang, I think. Just whatever, the black version. And then he does that, and he creates black lightning. This is powerful, but not as powerful as the road. Okay, awesome. Now that we're done with that lightning style, and we're on to 20 minutes already. You mad? Oh. I can't do what I want to. I know. We're gonna, I'm just gonna tell you what I want to do and then I'm gonna add something else. Okay. He tells Naruto to add some wind style to his nature style, his nature style to his Sengun, and some wind style at the same time. And this creates the one with Sen Shark, but not like the fully complete one, a mini one. And this makes this Naruto says cool, but then he passes out from chakra loss because Kurama didn't realise what he was doing. So Kurama takes over the body and goes back to Naruto's house using the flying Roger. And I'm going to leave that episode here. Okay, so when I get 150 subscribers, I'm going to do another training episode. But the next episode is going to be the tuning exams, start of the tuning exams. Also, the next like was 25, because somehow we hit 20 likes in a day. Who does that? Like, I'm really happy, like, but I need to work, man. I come back from school, and boom, I need to make another video. Can't even rest. Oh yeah, I don't have school on Friday, so I'm going to make a lot of videos then. And that's probably going to be my 100 subscriber celebration day. That's when I'm going to make the video, as I hope I'm going to have 100 subscribers by Friday. Anyway. So I want 25 likes as the next like goal, please. Or I'm just going to make the next video next week, Thursday. Okay, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, so make sure you like and subscribe. Oh yeah, I just want to mention that I'm not doing just Naruto Whatifs. I'm going to start doing some My Hero Academia ones. I'm going to start doing some Dragon Ball Z ones, some One Piece, some Bleach ones. And one of the ones I sort of want to do is I want to do what if like Naruto had the Bleach thingy. I can't remember the name. Like the power, the hollow power thingy. But Naruto awakened that. Actually, there's another being inside him. Also, the one I want to do is what if Naruto had Ultra Instinct, or what if Goku was born with Ultra Instinct, and stuff like that, or stuff like that. So if you want to see that, please like the video and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when I'm uploading. Yeah, I don't know why I sound so down all of a sudden. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna be super hyper. Make sure you like and subscribe. Oh, for some reason I'm down. Wait, dog, make me happy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. She just looked at me and made a cute face. I'm happy again. Yeah, so like and subscribe. For the next part. 25 likes for the next part, yeah? Okay, and also, get me to 100 subscribers, please. Other than that, there's one more thing. Oh yeah, we haven't really heard much from Sasuke, so he's going to have some development in the tuning exams too. And also, yeah, the Sage Power has some of the same abilities, Fox Sage Mode, same abilities as the Sharingan, except for like all the Magenki and Amaterasu and stuff like that, and the Genjutsu. It's slowly, it lets the wielder use like, copy like jutsus and see stuff slower. That's all I really wanted to say. So if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. Next part is the tuning exams. Orochimaru should be interesting. I don't know what to say. Never really been lost for words. Anyway, just like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, I really appreciate the people in the comment section supporting me in that. And yeah, so just like and subscribe the video for the 5th time I've said this. This is getting on my own nerves. I've said this so many times. And yeah, just enjoy them. Well, see you guys later. And enjoy, have fun. I don't know why I said have fun, but have fun, yay!